Hi friends, today we are going to be unpacking a very controversial topic in the world of nutrition. Should you be consuming dairy products? First off, let's define dairy. Dairy is a type of food that's derived from the milk of mammals and can include cheese, yogurt, kefir, ice cream, and butter. The natural form of milk is a mix of protein, water, minerals, vitamins, and sugars, and the way that the dairy is processed will affect the percentage of these constituents. For example, let's go ahead and compare 100 grams of cheese versus 100 grams of 2% milk. Both products would vary in terms of amounts of protein, to water, to sugar, to fat, to vitamins, and minerals. 100 grams of cheese could roughly provide 400 calories, whereas 100 grams of 2% milk only has about 60 calories. Now, let's tackle some of the major concerns around consuming dairy. First up, does dairy really deplete calcium from our bones? There has been a lot of rumors floating around that dairy products are really acidic, and thus the body counteracts this by pulling calcium to alkalize the body. Now, I'm not saying that dairy products are not acidic. I mean, most protein foods are. The key here is getting enough variety in the diet. This way, by eating enough fruits and vegetables, you'll be able to better support your body's natural acid-base balance. Another thing to make sure is that research has really supported that the calcium found in dairy products is super bioavailable and can support better bone health in children and adults. Second concern that people have is that dairy products contain hormones that could increase your risk for cancer. The truth is, you'll be exposed to some level of hormone in any animal products you consume, including dairy products. However, during the pasteurization process, most of these hormones are destroyed or made biologically inactive by the time it reaches the liver before it hits the bloodstream. One hormone you may have heard of is IGF-1, or insulin-like growth factor 1. Our bodies produce this naturally, and it increases when we consume dairy products or really any protein-rich foods for that matter. Increased levels of IGF-1 could lead to uncontrolled growth of, say, tumor cells, but no strong correlation or research has been able to back up that dairy products leads to tumor cell growth. Interestingly, one thing is for sure, dairy products as well as milk protein concentrate are a rich source of immunoglobulins, which are really good for immune support. These are the same immunoglobulins found in cholesterol, which is a mother's first milk. Thirdly, since more than half the world's population are lactose intolerant, humans were never meant to eat dairy. Though there is a large population of people who lack the enzyme lactase, which is required to break apart the lactose molecule into glucose and galactose, I don't think this warrants that all humans should stop eating dairy products. Now, if you do suffer from lactose intolerance but enjoy eating dairy, you can try some fermented dairy products such as kefir and yogurt, or purchase lactose-free products instead. This will prevent any undigested lactose sugar from entering your large intestine, causing bloating, gasiness, and explosive diarrhea. Fourthly, since dairy products are high in saturated fat, this would increase your risk for high cholesterol or even heart disease. 'Tis true, there are some dairy products that are really high in saturated fat, such as heavy cream, yogurts, cheeses, as well as butter. But you can also find dairy products that are lower in saturated fat. So if you're concerned about high cholesterol, choose those ones instead. Lastly, why are dairy products so overrated when it comes to nutrient density? Why not consume plant foods instead? Don't get me wrong, I am all for well-planned, plant-based diets. But I also know that this way of eating is not for everyone, and dairy products are a really easy way to get some essential nutrients, including calcium, vitamin D, vitamin A, vitamin K, as well as vitamin B12. If you do not like dairy, or perhaps you have a milk allergy, no worries. Just try to emphasize more dark leafy greens, nuts, seeds, sprouted grains, and legumes, as well as incorporating things like organic soy products and other fortified foods. The key here is variety. Bottom line, as a dietitian, I truly believe that every individual has to find the diet that works best for them, and this may or may not include dairy. There is no right choice. It's what works best for you. I just don't want you to be avoiding dairy in fear that it'll increase your risk for heart disease, cancer, or osteoporosis. I hope you found this video helpful, and until next time, relish every bite.